Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. This one might be a little sentimental here. Because today, we are going to review an article published on the Pittsburgh Penguins NHL website that gives some of the very first commentary we have seen from former Vancouver Canucks goaltender Arturs Silovs. This article is going to be linked in the description. It was published by Michelle Crisciolo, and it dives into a whole bunch of commentary from Abbotsford's #1 from last season. Yeah, no, this is I think one of the first full-length interviews that Arturs Silovs has done since getting traded from the Vancouver Canucks to Pittsburgh. It wasn't a super big, important, fantastic trade. He was gone for a 4th-round pick. That's it, right? And we all kind of understand why the trade happened. I don't think anybody is saying that it was unreasonable, but there will always be that what if. Arturs Silovs, yeah, he's 24 years old, but he's a 24-year-old young goaltender who is coming off of a crazy good Calder Cup victory and who had a really, really interesting showcase in the Stanley Cup Playoffs in 2024. It's unfortunate that he could not handle the NHL in 24-25. He didn't look good to open things up when Thatcher Demko was out and he was given the starter's role. He totally did not work on those long-range shots, and it cost him NHL projectable minutes as Kevin Lankinen just kept on getting game after game after game. But then in the AHL, Silovs re-won the hearts of Canucks fans with his .931 save percentage in 24 games in the postseason. But it was too little too late. Demko got healthy, and Lankinen got re-signed. So Arturs Silovs was the odd man out, especially considering the fact that Vancouver did not want to lose Silovs on waivers because he would have been eligible for that this upcoming year. You also have Young and Tolopilo in the Vancouver system looking pretty good as young, developing goaltenders, so the Vancouver team wanted to place emphasis on them. Silovs, unfortunately, was the odd man out. Now he's in Pittsburgh with an opportunity to prove himself, and this article dives into everything Silovs, from the Calder Cup Championship to what he's looking forward to now. Let's dive into this piece. It'll be linked in the description. Arturs Silovs says in regards to the Abbotsford Canucks AHL winning championship squad, "We grew up together. I think we already had a connection. I think the tougher it went, the more connection and the bond we had as a team and as a group. And I think standing up for each other, it doesn't matter if we win or lose, just keep going forward." The article then highlights some of Silovs' best moments here. The Game 6 1-0 shutout victory against Nashville to eliminate the Preds in the first round. Mental growth for sure, Silovs said of his takeaways from that experience. Just one game at a time. It doesn't matter if you win 7-0 or you lose 7-0. Next day, next game. We had some games that weren't the way we wanted to go, and we managed to bounce back. The year before that, Silovs was voted the most valuable player at the 2023 World Championships for helping Latvia win its first ever medal, bronze, at the tournament. "Representing your country is, I think, one of the best feelings," he said. "We had the tournament back at home, and it was such a good energy all around. Doesn't matter the score, doesn't matter the way we play. They're always behind us. The way they translated the energy to us, I think it helped us so much in so many tough moments. I think it's just a pleasure playing for a crowd like that." And this is one of the biggest things that Canucks fans would latch on to when it came to Arturs Silovs. It's the fact that in some moments, when the games matter the most, you either get a Game 7 stinker where you're letting in Cody Ceci long shots from the boards, or you get absolutely clutch 1-0 shutout game series winning goaltending, or World Championship medal winning caliber play out of Arturs Silovs. You will see a big variance in what this guy is capable of doing in the big games. He even reflects on that, saying here that he's gotten some great opportunities. "So many things can happen," Silovs said. "A D-man can fall, anyone can fall down, and just giving that safety net for the guys, I think that's really important. On the bench, they said it's a breakaway, and they know it's he's got this, no problem. He makes a save, we're going to score. I just look at that kind of mentality, and I think that's the way to go. The article then dives into what Kyle Dubas had to say about Arturs Silovs on the Hockey PDO cast, how Silovs shows the ability to rise in those important moments. Because of where we're at versus what the Canucks are at, we're going to have more of an opportunity and runway for Silovs to kind of live through the ups and downs a little bit. For us, knowing that he's been able to step up and pull through in difficult moments in the playoffs and world championships in his career, it's hard to find goalies who have that same thing. Of course, this is going to sting for a lot of Canucks fans who adored not just the story, but the personality of Arturs Silovs. The guy was a lovable dude with his weird t-shirts and his very calm presence in net. As long as he was stopping the puck, of course. When he was letting them in from long range, it's like, okay, please get this guy out. But there were a lot of really high highs for Arturs Silovs as a member of the Vancouver Canucks. It's just now, those opportunities are going to be opened up in Pittsburgh a lot more than they would have been in Vancouver, considering the Jarry-Blomqvist situation over there versus the Demko-Lankinen situation over here. Silovs says, I thought that the trade was a great thing for me, having an opportunity to play. Because, I mean, it's been tough. It's been tough road sitting with the 3 goalies down there. I think it's a phenomenal opportunity to play in the NHL. I just want to seize it and do my best. Now, I know I just went over some of these names, but the article talks about 5 goalies that have NHL contracts with Pittsburgh. Silovs, Tristan Jarry, Blomqvist, Larson, and Sergei Murashov. Dubas said ultimately the best 2 goalies coming out of training camp will be on the opening night roster. For Silovs to do that, he just wants to keep building every single day. Just focus on myself, he said. Like, do my stuff, practice with my details of the game. It's like, it doesn't really matter what the other guys do. For me, I just focus on myself. And that's it. He also said that he's been feeling comfortable in his new surroundings. It's been amazing. Just seeing the practice facility, the way everyone's so professional here and welcoming. It's great to be here and around the guys. Working hard, and yeah, it's been a pleasure so far. So I guess there you go. Arturs Silovs does directly talk about the Vancouver Canucks situation, how it's a lot better for him to be in Pittsburgh to get an opportunity to play, and how it was kind of difficult being the 3rd goalie in a group of 3 in Vancouver with Demko and Lankinen ahead of him. Might I remind you, the only reason Silovs even played in the playoffs last year was because of very specific circumstances. The other 2 guys got hurt. Nikita Tolopilo had to be the backup in one of those Vancouver Canucks playoff games in 2024. No Demko and no DeSmith, which left the door wide open for anybody to step up and play hero. And that's exactly what Arturs Silovs did in that limited sample. However, hopefully he's able to take that talent over to the Pittsburgh Penguins and ultimately bring a lot of solace to the fact that they ended up getting this guy from Van, because I know a lot of Canucks fans over here, Vancouver fans, Abbotsford fans, we're going to be cheering our heads off for Arturs Silovs no matter what happens. This guy has deserved the love and adoration from people in this city, and that's going to last a long time, especially if he inevitably becomes a very good Pittsburgh Penguin. So, Pens fans, Canucks fans, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Artie Party Arturs Silovs heading over to Pennsylvania? If you wanted to read more of the article, it'll be linked in the description for your reading pleasure. If you enjoyed this video in any capacity, please leave a rating. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. It helps us out with the algorithm. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sign on, and bye.